I keep seeing people buy racing gear that looks great online but feels awful once you actually use it. So I went out and bought 5 popular joysticks, wheels, and side panel style controls with my own money. I tested them on real games, real sessions, long nights, and a lot of frustration so you don't have to guess. Product number 1, GTPLAYER Sim Racing Wheel Stand. When I first lifted this GTPLAYER wheel stand out of the box, the weight surprised me in a good way. The steel frame feels solid, not hollow or flimsy, and once it's on the floor it doesn't slide around. During testing, I mounted a Logitech G29 and really pushed it in rally stages. The adjustability mattered more than I expected. I could dial in the height and wheel angle so my wrists weren't screaming after an hour. Folding it up afterward was simple, and I slid it under my couch without a fight. The fixed wheels under my chair helped keep everything locked in, which made braking feel more controlled. If you don't have space for a full cockpit but still want stability, this stand makes sense. It bridges the gap between desk racing and a full rig, which leads nicely into wheels themselves. Storage and setup both stayed painless. Product number 2, Logitech G9 20 Driving Force Racing Wheel. The first thing I noticed holding the Logitech G9 20 wheel was the leather. It's thick, stitched well, and doesn't get slippery during long sessions. The paddles are metal, cool to the touch, and feel deliberate when pulled. On track, the force feedback is the real story. I felt curb vibrations, weight transfer, and brake lockups clearly, especially in sims like Assetto Corsa. The pedals took a few races to break in, but once they did, braking felt predictable. The 900-degree rotation made tight hairpins feel natural instead of twitchy. It stayed quiet too, which matters if you race at night. If you're on Xbox or PC and want realism without going crazy on price, this wheel hits a sweet spot. It pairs perfectly with a solid stand, which brings us toward PlayStation-focused setups. I ran endurance races without hand fatigue or noise issues during late-night practice sessions at home. Product number 3, Logitech G29 Racing Wheel, Pedals, and Shifter. When I grabbed the Logitech G29 bundle with the shifter, it immediately felt more serious. The leather wrap and metal pedals give it a proper car-like feel, not a toy vibe. Driving with it on PS5, the force feedback felt tight and detailed. I could sense understeer building before it fully pushed wide. The H-pattern shifter added a layer of involvement I didn't expect to enjoy this much. Heel and toe downshifts actually felt rewarding once I got the timing right. The clamps held firm on my desk, even when I got aggressive in GT7. If you want a full manual driving experience without stepping into pro-level pricing, this setup delivers. It's for drivers who enjoy being busy behind the wheel, which naturally leads into Logitech's newer feedback tech. Long sessions stayed comfortable, and nothing loosened over weeks of testing even after repeated hard launches, missed shifts, desk mounting adjustments at home. Product number 4, Logitech G9 23 Racing Wheel and Pedals with Shifter. Holding the G9 23 wheel, it felt familiar but slightly more refined in my hands. The leather is smooth, the buttons click cleanly, and the shifter feels mechanically confident. Once I fired up supported games, TRUFORCE was noticeable. Road texture, engine vibration, and traction loss came through with more detail than older wheels. I also liked the LED RPM lights, which kept my eyes off the HUD during races. Pedal resistance felt progressive and controllable, especially under heavy braking. If you mostly race on PlayStation or PC and want sharper feedback without jumping to direct drive systems, this is a solid middle ground. It feels like a refinement of the G29, easing nicely into alternative control options. I noticed better consistency during long stints and fewer mistakes overall compared to older belt-driven wheels I used before testing extensively. Product number 5, VR2 Joystick 4-button D50677. This VR2 joystick is very different from racing gear, but I still spent time using it hands-on. It's compact, light, and the buttons have a firm, reassuring click. In use, the joystick responded smoothly without dead zones or sticky movement. I tested it on a compatible wheelchair setup, and directional control felt predictable, which is critical for daily use. Build quality impressed me more than expected. especially considering how often it gets used and bumped around. If you need a reliable replacement joystick and already know your model number matches, this does exactly what it should. It's practical, simple, and dependable, which wraps up this list of tested control options nicely. After using all of these in real conditions, each one clearly fits a different kind of user. Whether you're building a sim rig or replacing a daily use controller, details matter. Check the links in the description for current prices and availability before you buy.